Hello everyone, I am Ishika Paliwal from International Institute of Professional Studies DAVV, and this video is part of my curriculum and has been made under the guidance of Dr. Nitin Nagar. And today's topic is Java Collections Interface. So what is our Java collection? Java collections can be defined as unified collection of objects. The collection in Java is a framework that provides an architecture to store and manipulate a group of objects. Java collection can achieve all operations that you perform on the object and objects such as searching, sorting, insertion, manipulation, and deletion. So now let's look into Java's collection hierarchy. So here we have iterable interface, which is the root interface of collection classes and collection interfaces. So the collection interface extends the interface of iterable, and therefore all the subclasses of collection interface also implements iterable interface. It only contains one abstract method, which is interface T interface iterator. So, and the collection interface is the interface which is implemented by all classes. It declares the method that every collection will have. In other words, we can say that collection interface builds the foundation on which collection framework depends. Then collection framework uh, is also implemented by list interface, queue interface, and set interface, which we will see into later. Like what are these interfaces used for? Okay. So the list interface is implemented by multiple interfaces and classes like array list class, linked list class, vector, stack. Then queue is implemented by priority queue, dequeue, and array queue. Set is implemented by hash set, linked hash set, sorted set, entry set. Okay. Some of the common collection interface methods are toArray. This returns elements in array form, like if whatever we have, a list, set, whatever we have, we can always convert it into an array by using this method. Then we have hash code. Hash code returns the hash code of an element. Equals is used to compare the element with collection. Iterator is used to iterate over the collection so that we could traverse through different elements. Then max is used to return the maximum value in collection. Contains returns true if element selected is present. Okay. Then we have add. It is to add an object in our collection. Is empty is used to check whether a collection is empty or not. Clear removes all elements from a collection. Remove method removes a selected object. Size is used to find number of elements present in a collection, and then stream returns the sequential elements. Okay. Now let's see our first interface, which is list interface. List is a Java interface that can let duplicate elements store in it. So it inhibits a list type data structure in which we can store the ordered collection of object. It can have duplicate values. List interface is implemented by class such as ArrayList, LinkedList, Vector, and Stack. Now let's look into some of the methods of list interface. We have add, which is used to add an object at an index in our list. Then we have add all, which is used to insert a collection into our list from whatever index we want to. Then we have remove, through which we can remove an element at whatever index we want to. Then we have get. Get is used to retrieve an element with the help of its index. Then we have sublist. It returns a list containing elements from start index to end index minus 1, whichever we give in our parameters. Then we have set that is used to assign an object on whatever index we want to. Then we have index of, it returns index of an object, uh, mostly its first occurrence whenever we invoke in the invoking list. It returns minus 1 if the object is not found. Then we have queue interface. So queue is in the Java is collection that is capable of storing and applying operations on element. They apply operations on two forms, that is FIFO and LIFO. So it can be defined as an ordered list. So there are various classes which implements queue interface like priority queue, DQ, and array DQ. Some of the methods of it is element, it returns the head element. Then we have peek, it returns the head of the queue. Then offer, it adds an object to the invoking queue. It returns true on success and false on failure. Remove is used to remove the head of the queue. And poll removes the head and returns the same. It returns null if the queue is empty. Okay, DQ interface. So DQ is similar to queue interface, but it can support element insertion and deletion from both ends. So it is a double-sided queue which enable us to perform the operation at both ends. So it has multiple methods, as you can see. We have add first, which is used to add element to the head. Then we have add last, which uh, adds the element at the tail of a first, adds object to the head, and of a last adds object to the tail. And then we have push method, which adds object to the head. Get first gets us the first element. Get last gets us the last element. Peek first returns the first element, peek last returns the last element. Poll first remove the first element and returns the same, while poll last does the opposite. So DQ is a double-ended queue. Okay. Now let's discuss set interface. Set is a Java collection that cannot duplicate elements stored in it. So it does not allow any duplication of elements. And we can store at most one null value in set. And some of the uh, classes and interfaces that implement set is hash set, linked hash set, tree set, and sorted set. So let's see what sorted set interface is. Sorted set maintains mapping in ascending order. They use they're used for naturally ordered collection. Some of its methods are first, which returns the first element, last, which returns the last element of the sorted set, then head set, it returns the sorted set from invoking sorted set that contains those element less than end. Tail set returns a sorted set from invoking sorted set that contains those elements or to start. Sorted set subset is used to return a subset where we give index such as start and end. Then we have comparator, it returns a comparator for invoking sorted set. It returns null if set is natural order. Then we have map interface. Map in Java is a pair. This has key and value. The map cannot store um, duplicate elements. Then we have sorted map interface, which implements the map interface. A map that maintains its mapping in ascending key order. This is the map analog of sorted set. So, what are the benefits of Java collections? Why do we use it? So, first thing first, the code reusability. We can always reuse whatever predefined Java collection framework we have. So it makes it very easy to use predefined data structures to store our data, to perform operations, whatever operations we want to perform on our data. Secondly, there is ease of defining APIs. Then we have they are simpler to learn and use new APIs, which really works in the favor of a coder. And then since this is a framework, there are predefined sets. So once you learn them, it is very easy to program this, which in turns helps us increase our speed in programming. So thank you very much for watching.